Hey guys, I got some big, exciting news for you. So you may have seen just E3, maybe a day, maybe 2 days after I released this, and you all saw Xbox One X. It's very exciting news. Sorry, I'm just going to tone it down. I don't want to sound excited in front of camera. You know how tech vlogs go. But anyway, this piece of tech is very big. It's very big for the industry. It's like the most powerful console ever, apparently. I have no reason to believe them, but apparently that is. I mean, PCs are way better anyway, but who cares? Anyway, it's some big news, and what's even bigger is that a leak just went on Reddit just an hour before I recorded this, and this is some really huge stuff, guys. This is big. Now, it took some translating. I didn't translate this, but some other people on Reddit did translate it. It was originally in Chinese because that's where all the Xbox One units, they get made there. And they had to translate it to English, but then something happened, so they had to translate it back into Mandarin, and then they divided it by the square root of all the 4-letter words in each paragraph. But, you know, it's big. It's translated, and it's big, exciting stuff. Now, the reason I think this leak is real, because there's plenty of fake leaks out there, is like, the reason I think this is real is because the specifications are so minutely specific that it would be hard to imagine that anyone actually made up these facts. I mean, that only takes like half an hour to make a text document, but still, I really think this is real, guys. This post talks about the GPU, the CPU, the DLR, the DDR, the BOB, the BBC, the HIV, the MIB, the FBI, the CIA, the FUCK. It is all here. If I remember, I'll put a link in the description so you can see this leak for yourself, because it is big stuff and you need to see it for yourself. Okay, so this book says, whenever I'm doing a tech vlog, I should always touch my chin and look vaguely disinterested. Something I noticed right off the bat is that with the controller, because instead of using the usual USB system that, you know, all controllers use, instead it's going to have like a wireless charging station, so the controller will automatically recharge whenever it hears the screams of dying puppies, and I think that's a really cool thing. It's kind of like those wireless charging stations you find in the Apple stores. The only difference is that these ones are only slightly more soul-crushing. They're also planning to use some Pascal architecture, which means I assume it means it probably won't fall over in strong winds. And it also says it's going to have 4 Billy Goats Gruff worth of RAM, and you know, that is quite a lot. That is like almost the low-end PC. That is how consoles are. We are very close to a low-end PC, and that is exciting stuff. And the price of the system, with all this stuff that I've said, I know they've said it's going to be $500 US or 449 UK pounds. I think that in reality, once it comes out, the price is going to be a little closer to maybe 16, maybe 18 silver pieces, but, you know, it's kind of hard to say. This is just the speculation part. Something that's pretty interesting, there's a new feature. Apparently, they're going to call it the SFG system, which basically, instead of, like, downloading games, because there's no physical discs, apparently. There's not going to be any physical discs, and, you know, that's fine. We're moving to the all-digital age anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But instead of, like, downloading games, instead the games are going to be streamed, which is, like, really, where it's kind of innovative. It's very new, it's very different, and it does mean, like, quite a lot of things. Like, for one, you're not going to have to worry about installing times, which is good, but it also means that piracy is going to be a heck of a lot easier, which is, I am all for that. Okay, so another thing I'm supposed to do with tech vlogs, I'm not supposed to keep the camera central to my face, because that would give people the impression that I'm actually professional. And another thing they got going for it, what they're planning to resurrect the corpse of ex-President JF Kennedy, and who will be developing games directly for the launch date. That is really clever. That is really clever. Apparently they're going to create some kind of nuclear regenerative super beam, and they haven't specified anything on that beam specifically. That might be something I'll have to address in a future video, but that is really insane. That is some clever stuff from Microsoft. JF Kennedy developing games, that is going to be a good time. And I just want to take the time to look at the actual appearance of the new console, because from the looks of it, it will be possible to use the side of the console to grate cheese, which I am totally for. But getting into specs, we know it's going to run at a native 4K, it's going to be running a custom-built AMD processor with a CPU of 2.6GHz with a 4x4 frame megabit L2 cache running along GFlops of a 5414 with a side order of waffle fries and maple syrup, that's all pretty exciting stuff. That's a lot of stuff to put in your console, and I'm excited for it. Like, I am genuinely shocked. You can tell by the look on my face. It's like Microsoft have possibly created an artificial intelligence capable of rivaling Skynet. Like, this is the future, guys. So I think I've covered everything this leak has to offer. Apologies for the camera quality, but you know, I'm in a rush and I don't give a fuck about you. Remember to smash that like button, share this on social media, and you can subscribe to my channel. And you guys get excited for this, because this is definitely real, and I am not fucking with you in any way, shape or form.